And a very pleasant good afternoon to you from Oakfield. We'd like to welcome you to Radio Plus Video Sports here today as the Oakfield ladies are in a regional championship game here this afternoon. They take on Waterloo in a Division 4 matchup. Big Nate on the video. Nick Rush set to bring you the play-by-play here this afternoon for the Oakfield ladies in search of their 18th win of the season. 5 setbacks for them. Coming from the Trailways East, conference champions at 11-1, 17 again, and 5 overall. Their opponent today is Waterloo. Currently 500 on the season at 11-11. They finished up second in the Capital South Conference behind Marshall in that regard. This is your Home and Auto Sales pregame show. It's on Radio Plus Video Sports. When we come back, we'll have an opportunity to sit down with Rob Schaefer, head coach of the Oakfield ladies, when we come back right after this.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
We make you feel at home and auto sales, great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
We call ourselves the Mighty Oaks.
We come from many communities. Oakfield,
Fond du Lac,
Waupun,
Lamira,
Mayville, Rosendale, Brandon,
and others.
Some of us come as kindergartners.
Others join us later.
But we become one united school community, a family.
A family. We are welcomed by caring, award-winning teachers.
And by our peers.
We are 550 strong.
We get to have small class sizes and personalized attention.
Where everybody knows each other. And us. We love Oakley, our service dog.
If we are struggling with anything, our new Roots Health and Wellness program offers counselors on site.
We get to learn who we are,
what we like,
and what we're good at. We are the Mighty Oaks.
Come join us. Come join us.
Come join us.
It's time to take control of your soil management. Turn to the Great Plains TerraMax, a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of fall and spring field conditions. Create the ideal seedbed with a high-quality finish, level soils, and remove ruts. And eliminate resistant weeds, all with one tool. Tillage is now on your terms with TerraMax. Visit Waupun Equipment Company today to learn more about hybrid tillage from Great Plains. TerraMax, for tillage on your terms.
Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant offers a wide range of menu items, but is well known for their fabulous Friday fish fry salad bar, which is available both Fridays and Saturdays, along with Saturday prime rib. Another local favorite is the Sunday broasted chicken special, which comes with mashed potatoes or choice of potato, corn, and dinner roll for an affordable price. Katie also offers catering for just about any need or occasion. Katie will customize the menu to your needs. Check out Katie's Log Cabin daily specials Tuesday through Sunday, downtown Oakfield.
The John Deere Gator XUV lets you cut, pack, drive, scout, weld, stack, feed, pull, load, tow, spray, and haul, all in a single day. With a redesigned, fully customizable cargo box and a towing capacity of up to 4,000 pounds. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit Ballweg Implement, Highway 68 West Waupun and Ballweg Turf and Leisure North Spring Street and Beaver Dam. Just have to get in the seat with Ballweg Implement. How are the ladies looking here going into the Division 4 Regional here?
Well, thanks for coming out, Nick, and following us. We've had 2 really good practices. The girls are ready to go tonight. Waterloo is going to be a very good team, and I think we're prepared for it. So excited to see the ladies perform.
You know, you go back to their game, a 21-0 decision, pretty impressive decision over Horicon. You guys won 10-0. Haven't seen Waterloo yet this season. What do you look for there?
Well, I know they have a very good catcher. Bauman is her last name. She's hitting almost 500, has 6-7 home runs through the year. So we're going to have to keep her from being in positions to beat us. Defensively, we'll have some opportunities. We are a fast, quick team, and we'll put those opportunities into play once we get some base runners. So they have a sophomore pitcher who's been quite effective, and we're going to have to make sure we time her and get good cuts every time we see a strike come through.
Oakfield coach Schaefer talking with us here, part of the pregame show, and going into the playoffs, you always talk about wanting to play your best ball. Are you playing your best ball right now into this matchup today?
That's an interesting question. Last week we got rained out. We had a really good game against Johnson Creek scheduled, and we lost a doubleheader game. So, in previous years we used that week previous to really tune up. We haven't had that. I can tell you we've had our best 2 practices that we've had, and so I think we are, but we'll learn once the first pitch is thrown.
Well, it's a beautiful day here. We encourage everyone to stay tuned here for some great softball action, Coach. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming out, Nick, and hope you enjoy the game.
All right, very good.
Thanks,
Oakfield ladies taking on Waterloo today for a Division 4 Regional. Back right after this.
Hi, it's Dr. Randy with New Medical Center. Are you struggling with your weight? Tired of diets that just make you hungry? Maybe it's time to try something new. By now, most of you have heard about semaglutide and tirzepatide, the amazing new weight loss drugs that are sweeping across the country and helping thousands of people just like you successfully lose unwanted pounds. Well, wait no more. NewMed Integrated Healthcare has got you covered. Don't be fooled by expensive online plans with no direct medical supervision. New Medical Center's program is affordable and provides you with all the personalized support you need to succeed. Get started now and eliminate your cravings, decrease your appetite, and start losing those pounds. Take it from me, it's easier than you think. How do I know? Because I lost 50 pounds last year using this very program, and I've kept it off. Let the team at New Medical Center help you get the weight loss results you desire and deserve. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 to get started now, or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899.
Oak Central, your hub for great eats in Oakfield, is an honored supporter of Oakfield Athletics and tonight's game, serving American classics and fish fry dinners like ale-battered shrimp, bluegill, and poor man's lobster. Oak Central, just like home, but with more friends, more food, and more fun. Follow Oak Central on Facebook for their menu and events. Oak Central, an honored supporter of Oakfield Athletics and tonight's game.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees when you meet the monthly qualification criteria. There's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway. such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Welcome you back once again to Oakfield WIAA Division 4 Regional Championship here this afternoon. Oakfield taking on Waterloo. Nick Rush, Big Nate on the video stream. Love to have you along here today. Overcast day here. A couple of clouds in the area, of course, but nonetheless a beautiful day for some softball action. Got the boys taking on Ozaki right behind us. That's a 5 o'clock opening pitch as well, so we'll keep an ear, an eye on that for you as well. As we see right now on the video screen, the captains are meeting for both teams, Waterloo and Oakfield. They'll have the opening pitch in mere moments here. I'd like to thank our great sponsors, Bristol Morgan Bank, Home and Auto, Wapon Equipment Company, The Log Cabin. I'd like to thank Ballweek Implement and Ballweek Turf and Leisure. I'd like to thank Oak Central, New Medical Center, Ergo Bank, Verhaeg Furniture Mart, Integrity Saw and Tool, Warner Harmson Furniture, Oakfield Elevator, and the WIAA for sponsoring, again, this broadcast here today. Waterloo is in their traveling white uniforms, got the white jerseys, white pants, and the kind of maroon socks out there. And Oakfield in their home unis, as we see the classic Oakfield uniforms on your screen right there. Winner of this matchup moves on to the sectionals, a familiar place for the Oakfield ladies as they've been there numerous times before. They've made numerous deep runs in the WIAA playoffs. We know that, right? They lost to Pacelli in the state championship last year and the year prior, so 2024 and 2023. Lost to them 4-3 last year, lost to them 9-6 previous year. Lost to Barneveld here in 2022, the sectional semifinal. They beat Hurley in the state championship 3 and 4 years ago, as a matter of fact there. So, again, Oakfield trying to get back to state for the first time in a couple of years. A place that Goodman Diamond and Madison, they are pretty loyal to that. They've won 6 state championships along with Poinet, Denmark, Kaukauna, and Pacelli, all winning 5. Schwabenon and Horicon have won 4. Another local team in action, Laconia, has won 3 state championships. So, again, Oakfield, a powerhouse in ladies softball, and they are getting set to take the diamond here today after we have our national anthem. They're lining up right here on the chalk line, so we'll take a timeout for the national anthem, Nate, and we come back with the opening pitch right after this. Radio Plus Video Sports.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
We call ourselves the Mighty Oaks.
We come from many communities. Oakfield,
Fond du Lac,
Waupun,
Lamira,
Mayville, Rosendale, Brandon,
and others.
Some of us come as kindergartners.
Others join us later.
But we become one united school community, a family.
A family. We are welcomed by caring, award-winning teachers.
And by our peers.
We are 550 strong.
We get to have small class sizes and personalized attention.
Where everybody knows each other. And us. We love Oakley, our service dog.
If we are struggling with anything, our new Roots Health and Wellness program offers counselors on site.
We get to learn who we are,
what we like,
and what we're good at. We are the Mighty Oaks.
Come join us. Come join us.
Come join us.
Attention neuropathy sufferers, I've got some good news for you. Hello friends, this is Dr. Randall Blahoviak from New Medical Center. Do you have numbness, tingling, or burning in your feet? Does it feel like you are always walking around on a balled up sock? Have you stopped doing the things you love because the pain in your feet makes it impossible? If you answered yes to any of those questions, you may have neuropathy. Over 25 million Americans are currently dealing with this crippling disease, and just like you, most of them are frustrated with the lack of effective treatments that are available. Well, that ends today. At New Medical Center, we have successfully treated thousands of neuropathy patients, not only slowing or stopping the progression of this devastating condition, but in many cases reversing it. If you are tired of taking dangerous medications that only numb the senses and do nothing to treat your actual disease, it's time to see the doctors at New Medical Center, where we've designed a treatment plan to address the causes of neuropathy. Don't lose hope. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 now for more information or to schedule an appointment. Or check us out on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
And Annabella Hartwig performing the national anthem in front of the baseball crowd and in front of the softball crowd here this afternoon at Village Park in Oakfield. Again, got a baseball game going on right behind us. Got a softball game ready to have the opening pitch again in mere moments. Let's take a peek at Waterloo and who they bring to the diamond today. Deb Bratz, inducted into the Wisconsin Fast Pitch Softball Coaches Association Hall of Fame. That was a year ago. Started the Waterloo softball program back in 1987, and will be entering her 36th season today, and 36th season this spring. Record 35 seasons with the Pirates is 510 and 160. So again, 510 and 160. 12 conference championships for the Waterloo legend, 5 regional titles, sectional championship as well. And that came last season. The Pirates finished runner-up in Division 4. She's been a teacher in the Waterloo School District for the past 40 years. So again, Deb Bratz is her name, and she coaches Waterloo. Let's take a peek at their starting lineup. Leading off is Callie Davison. Allie Schauman is batting second. She's also the starting pitcher here today. Emmon Bauman batting third. Marissa Spoke is batting cleanup. Maya Novak is batting fifth. Alex McCarthy is batting sixth. Maddie McCarthy, seventh. Annika Freund is eighth. Nevaeh Lawson is ninth. And Kylie Webster batting as well. And also playing first base for Waterloo. For the Oakfield ladies and Rob Schaefer's crew, Lainey Shep is on the mound for Oakfield, and she's batting leadoff today. Ryan Vielberg is batting second out in center field. Krista Sabel at shortstop batting third. Georgia Hoffman batting at cleanup at that first base position. Alexis Libano is batting fifth and playing at the catcher position. Lydia Fleury is out in left field. Olivia Vielbig is at third base. Hayden Colleen out in right field. And Meredith Steinke is at second base. So again, Oakfield defensively as they take the field right now. Liebenow the catcher, Shep on the mound, Vielberg at third, Hoffman at first, Steinke at second, Sabel at short. Left to right in the outfield, Fleury, Vielberg, and Colleen. Again, left to right here. A little breeze coming to us today, and nothing too major, but we are taking a peek at some overcast skies. Again, thanks, Nate, for the hard work on the starters as we had them on your screen again moments ago. Good job out there. Again, for Waterloo, up first, Davidson, Schaumann, and Bauman. So we are almost set to have the opening pitch. Winner of this game takes on the regional champion winner of Random Lake and Deerfield. That game is being played in Deerfield this afternoon. Again, Oakfield won this past Tuesday, a couple of nights ago, over Living Word Lutheran, 10-0. That was a shortened 5-inning game. Waterloo disrupted and dismantled Horicon in 4 innings, 21-0. Really hot that day. All right, so stepping into the pitcher's circle again is Lainey Shep. Callie Davison playing at second base, and she will lead things off for the Pirates. Again, top half of inning number 1. We are underway. First one is in there for a ball. It's 1-0 the count. Deliver, and that one swung on and driven to the shortstop. Flips, fires to Hoffman across the diamond, and that is a 6-3 putout. Callie Davidson for out number 1 of the ball game. Allie Schaumann is the next batter up for Waterloo. Emma Bauman is on deck, and good job by Krista Sabel staying in front, going down, and getting a nice grounder across the diamond. Hoffman for the out. 1 away here in the top half, inning number 1. Another hit. This one's going to go out into center field and scooped up by the center fielder. Getting in right away is Vielbig. And she is aboard is Schaumann with a single. So she'll get to first base. And that will bring up 3-batter is Emma Bauman. Yeah, Schaumann does some pitching. Bauman is the catcher. And she's got 5-6 home runs on the season. She's a handful to work with in the batter's box and in the circle here. Officials are just taking a peek momentarily. Again, Bauman wears number 32. Marissa Spoke is on deck here for the ladies. And that one is going to be a ball as it missed a little bit outside. It's going to be 1-0. Again, Davidson with that 6-3 putout. Schaumann standing at first base with the infield single. Shot on the way. That one is missed down low. It's 2-0. As ball comes trailing in from fouled out of play in the baseball game next door. So again, Fleury, Vielbig, and Colleen left to right for the ladies, for the Oakfield ladies in the lineup here. Bristol Morgan Bank, no score on your scoreboard here. They sponsor our scoreboard here. Coming with the pitch, and that is going to be in there for a strike as Lainey Shep fires one in there. 2-1 is the count. Shep, 77 1/3 innings. She's got 65 strikeouts on the season. And that's compared to just 17 walks. 3-1 the count now for Shep. The opponent's ERA is about the opponent's batting average, I should say, about 227. She draws the walk, though. Does Bauman again. A little careful with her based on balls that'll put runners at first and second for Marissa Spoke, who comes up. And Maya Novak is on deck. Spoke number 26 here. That's going to be, I think, low. It's going to be 1-0. Again, runners at first and second, Oakfield. And a little bit of traffic here on the base paths in the first inning. Lainey Shep will come to the plate. That one's going to be drilled to the shortstop, fires to the third baseman, and good play. Gets the force out there from short to third. Sobel to Vibig. Ryan Vibig will get the out there on a put out there. It's going to go 6-5 on that. Schaumann will go in, and Spoke will reach on the fielder's choice. Bauman will trot the second base. And Novak will step in, who wears number 4. Here's the windup in the pitch, and that's going to be fouled away. To the backstop there, bounces away. It's 0-1. 2 out here. Again, after a 6-3 put out. Schaumann reached on the single. Bauman reached on the walk. They got Schaumann on the force. Here comes Shep, and that's going to be driven to the third baseman, and she'll step right on it. Good play by Vibig over there. Vibig over there at third base and steps on it for the unassisted out. And that's going to be it for the top half, inning number 1. Bottom of the first, coming up next on Radio Plus Video Sports.
Protect your New Holland equipment and optimize your performance in the field with genuine New Holland maintenance products. New Holland oils and filters are designed specifically for New Holland equipment so you can achieve our high performance standards in the field. And by choosing genuine New Holland maintenance products, you'll not only protect your equipment, you'll also boost its performance and productivity. Visit Waupun Equipment Company, also in Watertown, and see for yourself why genuine New Holland oils and filters are the right choice for your equipment.
Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant offers a wide range of menu items, but is well known for their fabulous Friday fish fry salad bar, which is available both Fridays and Saturdays, along with Saturday prime rib. Another local favorite is the Sunday broasted chicken special, which comes with mashed potatoes or choice of potato, corn, and dinner roll for an affordable price. Katie also offers catering for just about any need or occasion. Katie will customize the menu to your needs. Check out Katie's Log Cabin daily specials Tuesday through Sunday, downtown Oakfield.
We are keeping an eye on the Waupun game. Waupun takes on Plymouth in Division 2. That game's at Jerry Miedema Softball Complex in Waupun. So, again, that's the bottom of inning number 1, and no score in that one. Similar to here, again, no score. Let's take a peek at Waterloo defensively. Bauman is the catcher. Schaumann is the pitcher. Webster is at first. McCarthy's at second. Davison at short. Novak at third. Left to right is Lawson, McCarthy, and Freund. Again, for Deb Bratz and the Waterloo Lady Pirates. 11-11 on the season are the Pirates. That's going to be in there for a strike on the leadoff banner. Lainey Shep will come to it now. 0-1 is the count. Doesn't have an opportunity to catch the stats here for Waterloo. They were not updated on wisports.net. We do know that they can hit for power. This is a team that on a couple of different occasions have put up several runs on the scoreboard. 2-1 is the count to Lenny Shep. Again, Oakfield getting some trouble on the bases there. A little traffic there. They get out of it, though. Couple of game winning streak for Waterloo. They beat Pewaukee 4-3. Beat, again, Horicon 21-0. It's a team that lost to Lamira earlier this season. Beat River Valley. Wisconsin Heights beat Belleville as well. 2-2. Is the count as they come in there with a strike. Here comes Schaumann's delivery, and that's going to be swung on and missed for strike 3 as Shep strikes out swinging for the first out of the inning. Samba goes on deck. Ryan Vielbig is the batter now, left-handed batter. And for the Oakfield ladies, and that's going to be taken up high. 1-0. Vielbig playing out in center field today. Left-handed batter. We'll see if she's going to square to bunt there. That's going to be in there for a strike to even up the count at a ball and a strike. Again, Oakfield finished the regular season with a number 5 ranking in the state, Division 4. with sports.net. Here's the offering again. That one's going to be popped up on a bunt, diving for it, and a great play by the third baseman Novak. Comes in for a diving play. Good job by Maya Novak, who crashed the corner hard, and that's 2 away here for Krista Sabel, the shortstop. Unassisted pop-up there, and good job again by Novak, who came screaming in from the corner. A couple of times she tried to get it down and couldn't do so. Sabel will watch a ball go by. It's 1-0. And Oakfield, the team, batting average at about .385 on the season. Here's the wind and the pitch, and that'll be in there for a strike to even up at a ball and a strike. The opponent for Oakfield give it up about .273 with that batting average. And here comes the wind again and the pitch. That's going to be chopped, and this is going to go down for a base hit to the right fielder. Bounces right in front of the right fielder for Waterloo. And Annika Freund, all she could do was charge in on it, and it falls in. Give Sabel a hit on that one to bring up Georgia Hoffman, the cleanup batter. So Sabel with a hit. 1 aboard now for Hoffman. Libano is on deck if they get that far. Catcher. Wind the pitch for Hoffman, swinging strike. Wanted to get all of that one to get it to the outfield. One thing for sure, the Waterloo outfield better be ready. And Freund, McCarthy, Lawson. Right to left. Here comes the wind. Shawman and the pitch. That's going to be popped up in the infield. Catcher calling for it and hauling it in for the third out of the inning. Emma Bauman pops up and catches it for the third out. Oakfield goes quietly in the bottom half of inning number 1. Back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports.
Oakfield Elevator Company Incorporated is a proud sponsor of Oakfield Athletics and tonight's game. Success on the court or the field starts with the right team, with the right coaching. Oakfield Elevator's line of wholesale feeds, fertilizers, agrochemicals, and supplies is supported by their line of experts and friendly sales staff. Oakfield Elevator Company Incorporated, 280 North Main Street in Oakfield, a proud supporter of Oakfield Athletics.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Your Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard reads no score as we enter the top half of inning number 2. Oakfield again 17-5 on the season. Waterloo even 500 at 11-11. For Waterloo, Alex McCarthy, Maddie McCarthy, and Annika Freund will bat in their half of the inning. Ball 2 is in there here. It's 2. And again, Shep doesn't mess around a lot, gets right back to the mound, right back to the circle and goes, and that's going to be a little bit high. 3-0 is the count now. Lost to Pacelli in the state championship game last 2 years, did Oakfield, and that's going to be right down Main Street for a strike. 3-1. As was taken the whole way was McCarthy playing out in center field. Maddie McCarthy waiting on deck. An opportunity to chat a little bit earlier today with Waterloo's head coach in Deb Bratz. Sent me some information, did she, for the ladies. And there's going to be a drive out to left field. Good piece of hitting on a 3-1 count, and McCarthy will knock it out there for a single, and that will bring up Maddie McCarthy. But Maddie McCarthy, Annika Freund are freshmen. And they do start for this team. Not all that deep is Waterloo. Nevaeh Lawson, Alex McCarthy, Kylie Webster are the seniors. Again, for Waterloo, that's going to be down 1-0. McCarthy and Freund due up next. Lainey Shep to her catcher. That's going to be drilled out to left field, and that's going to be a foul ball. That was close, right down the line there. And McCarthy did a nice piece of hitting there, and it's a ball and a strike. Again, the winner of this game goes to the sectionals. Random Lake says Big Nate is leading 3-0 in the first. 3-1? Okay, 3-1 in the first there. That's going to be an off-speed pitch and firing down to second base, and she's going to be in there safely. A little bit late is Sabel on that tag, and Alex McCarthy reaches second base on the steal. So we got past her just a touch. Late on the throw was Libano. And Waterloo, for the second consecutive inning, does have a runner on second base. 1-2 offering shot, and that's going to be fouled off. So they'll reset here with a ball and a strike. Maddie McCarthy, Annika Freund, they bat next to each other in the lineup, and they're both freshmen. McCarthy plays at short, Freund out in right field. Shot, that's going to be to Hoffman. Hoffman now will retire. Maddie McCarthy on the unassisted fly out there. Annika Freund, the batter. Nevaeh Lawson, if they get that far. They hope to there is one away. Again, runner still at second with Alex McCarthy, and there's going to be an offering for a bunt that's going to be fouled off, and it's 0-1. Again, we're on the top half, inning number 2, and we have a no score scoreboard. Bristol Morgan Bank sponsoring our scoreboard. One away here. Lainey Shep stepping back into the circle. Shot on the way. That one is going to be a little bit low, and it's 1-1, even at a ball and a strike. Brewers off today. They're in Philadelphia for a weekend series with the Phillies, right? Coming off of a sweep over the Red Sox. That was impressive. Couple of come-from-behind wins. That one's going to squirt away from Libano behind the plate. And winding up at third base is Alex McCarthy. So a hit or to the outfield on a sacrifice could bring in a run for Waterloo. 2-1 is the count. Shep missed low again. She's been missing a low touch here this afternoon. 3-1 hitter's pitch now. We'll see what Freund, the freshman, will do. Nevaeh Lawson will await. And we'll take a trip to the mound just for a moment here. Give us a chance to thank some of our great sponsors today. Bowling Implement, Oak Central, New Medical Center, Ergo Bank, Verhaeg Furniture, Integrity Saw and Tool, Werner Harmson Furniture, Oakfield Elevator. Thanks to Bristol Morgan Bank. Again, they sponsor our scoreboard here today. So there's a 3-1 count, and Alexis Libano says, I want to chat with my pitcher just to touch Shep out there. So, again, runner at third base as McCarthy got on with that single. Still second, still third after the ball got away. Shep's delivery, that one's going to be chopped up to Sabel. Sabel's going to fire across the diamond. That's going to be a sacrifice to get in a run. And McCarthy comes all the way in to score. And Freund will get a sacrifice. And Nevaeh Lawson will be the batter with 2 away. And it's 1-0 on your Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard in favor of the Pirates. Here comes Shep. That's going to be drilled out to right field. It's on the line. Is it fair? Yes, it is. There to get it in is the right fielder in Colleen, digging for second, and she's going to be in there with a sliding double. She was booking it the entire way, was Nevaeh Lawson. The ball was hit right on the line. And Colleen tracked it down, got it in. A sliding double for Lawson. Kylie 1-0, your score here. And that's going to be popped up to foul territory. Good hustle by Hoffman to try to track that thing down. Couldn't get to it. And the leadoff batter is Callie Davidson. Again, Webster is at that flex. She plays at first base, does not bat. Here's Davidson with the runner on. That's going to be launched out to center field into the hands of the center fielder by Ryan Vielbig. And that's how the inning comes to an end, but Oakfield gives up a run. It's 1-0 Waterloo. Back after this, Radio Plus Video Sports.
There has never been a better time to shop Werner Harmsen Furniture and Total Flooring, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmsen is featuring a fashionable selection of furniture and flooring. That means remarkable savings on name brand furniture, top quality name brands at special competitive prices. You'll get the taste, quality, and personalized service that has separated the Werner Harmsen name from the best. Find their showroom in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmsen Furniture and Total Flooring. Taste, service, selection. It's worth the drive to beautiful downtown Waupun.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Nick Rush here, Big Nate on the video stream. Glad you're along here today. Oakfield down 1-0 to Waterloo on your Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard. Oakfield gives up a couple of hits. They give up a run. One left on base for the Pirates. Now Oakfield's turn in their bottom half of inning number 2. Alexis Libano will lead off for the Oaks. Lydia Fleury on deck, and Olivia Vielbig waiting in the hole again for the Oakfield ladies. And here's the wind and the pitch, and that'll be fouled off. 0-1. Count. Still on the mound is Allie Shawman. And Oakfield does have a hit. Sabo reached on that infield single, but then after that, Hoffman popped up to the catcher to end the first. Swinging strike, and it's quickly 0-2 on the 5-batter for the Oaks. And I'll leave it out for the Oakfield ladies. Got 14 hits on the season, scored 16 times, got 46 at-bats season. That's going to be right to the third baseman for the out. Good job by Novak. Novak's had a couple of nice plays here today. Second time that she's done that. And it's going to bring up Lydia Fleury. One away here. Oakfield's half of the second inning. Olivia Vielbig waiting on deck. Here's the wind, the pitch, and that's going to be a pop-up to the shortstop right underneath it to haul it in for the second out of the inning is the shortstop, and that is Davison. So one pitch, one out. Give that fielding there. Vielbig, number 4, steps into the box here for the Oakfield ladies. Again, we are in elevated position up here. We're actually in the press box for Oakfield baseball and softball. That's going to be way high, and it's 1-0. But kind of a nice setup here. Right here from Oakfield Village Park. And here comes Vielbig, stepping back in, and the wind, the pitch. That's going to miss. 2 balls and no strikes. Ellie Shawman. Pitcher again for these ladies here. Here's the wind and the pitch again. That's going to be in there for a strike. And Shawman, Allie Shawman, the pitcher here for Waterloo, just a sophomore. Pretty good pitcher for just a sophomore. And that's going to be 2-2. Count now. A 1-0 Waterloo lead. A couple of runners in the first inning. Oakfield got out of it. Didn't get out of it in the second unharmed. Here's the wind, Shawman in the pitch, and that's going to be a swinging strike 3, and Oakfield goes down in order in the bottom half of inning number 2. Back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant offers a wide range of menu items, but is well known for their fabulous Friday fish fry salad bar, which is available both Fridays and Saturdays, along with Saturday prime rib. Another local favorite is the Sunday broasted chicken special, which comes with mashed potatoes or choice of potato, corn, and dinner roll for an affordable price. Katie also offers catering for just about any need or occasion. Katie will customize the menu to your needs. Check out Katie's Log Cabin daily specials Tuesday through Sunday, downtown Oakfield.
Welcome back to Oakfield, Village Park here. Top half, inning number 3. Oakfield's Lenny Shep is back on the mound. And she is facing the second positioned batter in Allie Shawman, the pitcher. Shawman reached on a single last time up. Got all the way to second base, then was forced out at third. And there is a pop, and that's going to be right to Georgia Hoffman. So they get the first out of the inning, and that's a tough out to get. Good job by Shep on the circle there. Emma Bauman is the next batter. Marissa Spoke is due up on deck. Again, Bauman reached on a walk last time up, and she was forced out at third base as well. 1-0 by Lenny Shep. Again, doesn't mess around, gets right back into the circle, gets back in, gets her rhythm, and here she comes with another pitch, and that's going to be swung on and driven deep out to center field. That's gone. That is a big shot by Emma Bauman, the catcher. We knew coming in, this is a player that's got 6-7 home runs on the year, and that was right down Main Street, and Shep put it on the dish, and Bauman knocked it out of here for a single shot, putting Waterloo up on your Bristol Morgan Bank 2-0. Again, Bauman with a single shot there, and Marissa Spoke is the cleanup batter, and she'll be up. Yeah, Vielbig, all she could do was watch that one go over the center field fence. There was a no doubter about that one. 0-1, the count. Maya Novak is due up for Waterloo. Here comes Shep, and that's going to be driven out to right field, and that's going to drop in there for a base hit as well. So Spoke aboard with a single. That will put up Maya Novak, the third baseman, who's had some activity, some action on that third base position already today. Oakfield has due next Colleen and Steinke, then the top of the order for Coach Schaefer. Wind up, chopping up, and foul. Here's Maya Novak. Novak reached on a single as well last time up. And don't have a lot of stats. We do know that Waterloo hits for power, and they do it quite often. Really got hot these last couple of games, did Waterloo, while putting up 21 on a quality program like Horicon. And Horicon, not a bad team. They finished even on the season, 11-11. They finished second to Oakfield in the Trailways East Conference at a 10-2 mark, right? So not a bad team by any means. Just got hot. Did Waterloo, has gotten hot. 2-1 the count. Here comes Shep. Swung on and driven right to Sobel. Firing to Hoffman, and she got her on a double play. There's some momentum for the Oaks. Sobel nabs it, fires across the diamond to Hoffman for the double play. That's how the top half of inning number 3 comes to a close. Back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports.
We call ourselves the Mighty Oaks.
We come from many communities. Oakfield,
Fond du Lac,
Waupun,
Lamira,
Mayville, Rosendale, Brandon,
and others.
Some of us come as kindergartners.
Others join us later.
But we become one united school community, a family.
A family. We are welcomed by caring, award-winning teachers.
And by our peers.
We are 550 strong.
We get to have small class sizes and personalized attention.
Where everybody knows each other and us. We love Oakley, our service dog.
If we are struggling with anything, our new Roots Health and Wellness program offers counselors on site.
We get to learn who we are,
what we like,
and what we're good at. We are the Mighty Oaks.
Come join us. Come join us.
Come join us.
Welcome back to Village Park in Oakfield. And Oakfield trailing 2-0. Stepping into the batter's box is Hayden Killeen, who plays out in right field. Meredith Steinke is the on-deck batter. And for the ladies, here comes the wind and the pitch, and that will be in there for a strike. Yeah, Shawman has done a real nice job of getting ahead in a lot of counts so far. Swung on and popped to right field. Right at the right fielder. Didn't really have to move, did Freund. Number 9, she hauls it in right in front of the press box here, and it is 1 away. And top of the order is on deck for Oakfield, and that will bring up Meredith Steinke, who plays at second base. Number 9 batter for the Oaks, and that one will be down Main Street for a strike. Now, Oakfield just has 1 hit, and that's been the Sobel hit so far here today. Steinke awaiting the next offering here from Shawman. 0-1 offering and swinging strike 2. And Shawman is quickly up ahead with an 0-2 count. Again, Shawman just a sophomore pitching for Waterloo. And she'll tow it in the circle. Here it comes. That's going to be hitting her. And she'll trot down to first base. And Steinke reaches on the hit by pitch. And that will bring up Lainey Shep, batting leadoff here. She struck out swinging last time up. Vielbig, they want to get to her as well. They really want to get to Sobel. Be in the hole. Again, Shep will step in here, getting some signs from the dugout. Shawman communicating with her infield just a touch. And here comes the wind and the pitch, and that will be high, missing for ball 1, 1-0. Waterloo, Webster at first, McCarthy second, Davison short, Novak at third. Freund right, McCarthy center, Lawson in right. I'm sorry, left. Here comes the wind, Shawman to the pitch. That will be missing. 2-0. The count, again, just missing there. Shep steps back in. 2 strikeouts so far in the ball game. Comes the bunt, fouled off. We'll go 2-1 on the count. See if Oakfield can play a little small ball. And that's what they do well. They play small ball. They steal. They're quick. They get aggressive, do the Oaks. See if that can come to be here this afternoon. And they can take advantage of Waterloo defensively. Here's the wind and the pitch. That one misses for a 3-1 hitters count now. See if Shep gets the green light. Ryan Vielbig is waiting on deck, the center fielder. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be popped up in foul territory. The first baseman underneath it to haul it in. That's going to be Kylie Webster. Good job by her. And good at bat by Shep, but it ends in favor of Shawman. And the umpires are calling time as a lot of the fan faithful here in Oakfield on the right side, field side, calling for a baseball. You'll see a couple of those foul balls get banged over the backstop here, and we'll get into the softball field. So back to action here. And we go Vielbig offering. Here it comes. Left-handed batter lets that one go for a strike. Waterloo scoring 1 in the second and 1 in the third off of that big home run. Here comes the offering. And that's going to be thrown down for a steal. Did she get her? Underneath the tag. They say the tag missed her. Meredith was stealing after the hit by pitch. And they missed her. So Steinke gets to second base in scoring position here with 2 away. Vielbig, who popped out to the third baseman Novak last time up. It's going to be 1-2 now, the count. See what Vielbig can do. She can get a base hit and knock in Steinke. Here's the offering. That's going to be fouled off. Right past head coach Schaefer on the third base side. Clapping his hands. A little encouragement there from the head coach. And let's knock her in here with the 1-2 count. Waterloo has up McCarthy, Freund in their top of the fourth inning. Oakfield's got some runs on their mind. Shawman, 1-2. Here it comes, and that's going to be popped up to the backstop. And we'll do it again at 1-2. Waupun leading Plymouth in their Division II regional championship game 2-1. That's at Jerry Miedema Softball Complex in Waupun. Ladies doing battle there as well, about 12 miles away. That one's going to be chopped to Mr. Schaefer. Again, head coach Schaefer getting a little stop there with the foot and a couple of more claps saying, let's go. Straighten it out here. Drop one in there for a base hit. Waterloo has found the open grass a couple of times here today. Here's the offering. And that's, again, fouled off to the third base side. A little bit late. 1-2. On that. Here it comes. And Shawman's wind. 1-2 offering. That's going to be drilled for a base hit. And they're waving her in. And the play at the plate. Not in time. Firing down to second base. And they got her in time. Coach Schaefer coming out to talk with the officials, talk with the umpire right now, and the call is stand here. I'm calling for possibly some interference. I think there. Officials will chat about it here. Both teams are off the field right now. It's 2-1. The run is going to score no matter what, because the run score, then they fire down to second base, and they got Vielbig trying to stretch that out to a double after they fired home, and they're going to bring him back out. And a little dance at second base. Vielbig is going to reach second. Sabel is going to be due up. So defensively, they're going to come back out there. 2-1 is your score. They bring Stanky all around to score. And they want a little explanation. Deb Bratz at home plate does not get the explanation I think that she wanted. And they're going to go back to action here as Krista Sabel will step into the batter's box here. Oakfield down 2-1. Big at bat here. Oakfield trying to tie this thing up. Shawman the wind and the pitch, and that's going to be drilled out to right field, and that's going to bring in another Oakfield run. And Sabel connects. Vielbig comes in to score, and it is 2-2. Got a tie ball game. Sabel, again with the RBI single to bring her in on your Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard. Tied at 2 apiece in the bottom half, inning number 3. Georgia Hoffman, cleanup batter, set to do battle. Schaumann will come in. Step into the circle here. And here we go. 2-2. Here's the wind and the pitch. And that's going to hit her. And she's going to take a trip to first base. That's going to put Sabel at second. Waterloo rattle just a little bit here this afternoon. A visit to the mound. Head coach Bratz coming out there. We'll step aside for a 30-second break. We are coming back right after this. Radio Plus Video Sports.
The second you climb onto a John Deere and sit in the yellow seat, you'll notice that the difference between our 1025R and the competition is more than paint deep. It feels like it was designed with a better understanding of real-world performance needs and features you'll appreciate over the long-term ownership. At Ballweg Implement, we went head-to-head with the competition to prove it.
Stop by Ballweg Implement in Ballweg Turf and Leisure today to see the difference for yourself. Just have to get in the seat. Highway 68 Waupun, North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, and online at ballweg.biz.
I was just watching the replay of the overturned call by the home plate umpire. I just wanted to catch another look at that. We're still in Oakfield's half, inning number 3. And what happened was Vielbig digging for second, ran into the second baseman who was clearly in the path, clearly in the base path. And they awarded her the base. That's what was overturned. Watching the collision happen in the base paths, that's what happened. And there's a strike, and it is 1-1. So again, we've got Alexis Libido batting here. We've got Hoffman on first, Sabel at second. Oakfield is tied this ball game at 2 apiece. Libido did ground out to, or pop out to the third baseman last time up. Here's the wind and the pitch, and that one will find a home for a strike. It's 2-1. 2-1 the count. Here's the wind. Again on the pitch. That's going to be a little bit high. 3-1. Again, Oakfield putting a little rally together here in their half of inning number 3, down 2-0. Overturned, the home plate umpire did. And here comes the wind and the pitch, and that's going to be missed for an infield or inside pitch, and that will put Libido at first base. Hoffman goes to second. And Lydia Fleury will come up. And Libido will reach. And we do have a pinch runner here for the Oakfield ladies. That will be Kylie Marco. Will now be at first base. And a pinch runner for the catcher. And I think some light showers are falling here. A couple of sprinkles falling right now. Couldn't tell if that was bugs or with some light rain. It's some light showers coming through. The sun is out. It's a bright sunny day, but we do have some showers popping through right now. It's 1-0. Bases are full of Oaks for Lydia Fleury. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Again, Sabel at third, Hoffman second. Liebenow, who walked, or moments ago, gives away to Marco at first, the pinch runner. And here comes Shawman. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be popped to fair territory. Schaefer's waving her home, and she's going to be safe at third base. So 2 more runs will come in. Sabel, who was running on 2 outs. Hoffman was trucking as well. Fleury stands at second. Liebenow is now at third. There are 4 runs in for the Oaks in their half of inning number 3. And they're still doing damage. And all of this occurred after the overturned call. 3 of them occurred after the home plate umpire overturned call in the interference. Swinging backstop for strike 1. Olivia Vielbig is the batter now. So Oakfield, 1, 2, 3 hits in the inning. 1 hit by pitch. 4, 5 hits actually. Another swinging strike goes up to the backstop. It's 0-2 on Vielbig. 1 more batter, and Oakfield would bat around here in their inning. Oakfield ladies making a little noise on their dugout. You can see them. And here comes the offering. 0-2 offering, swinging, puts it down. Nobody's at first base, but she got there. Good job by the second baseman for Waterloo, Maddie McCarthy, to retire the inning, but not before Oakfield. 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. They bring 4 runs across. Oakfield leading now 4-2 on your Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard. Back right after this.
Oak Central, your hub for great eats in Oakfield, is an honored supporter of Oakfield Athletics and tonight's game, serving American classics and fish fry dinners like ale-battered shrimp, bluegill, and poor man's lobster. Oak Central, just like home, but with more friends, more food, and more fun. Follow Oak Central on Facebook for their menu and events. Oak Central, an honored supporter of Oakfield Athletics and tonight's game.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
And we begin the top half, inning number 4. It's a 4-2 Oakfield lead. You got Big Nate providing the video stream, and he says that Random Lake is leading Deerfield 3-1. Winner of that game gets the winner of this game next week for a sectional semifinal. There's a single out to left field, and that is Maddie McCarthy Again, reaching for the second time today. She is 2 for 2. Alex McCarthy. Got Maddie McCarthy. Now the second baseman is up. She popped out to the first baseman last time up, but she drills a first pitch swinging strike into left center field. And just like that, Waterloo has got something going here with the first two batters to reach. Runners on first and second as Annika Freund will step in. Freund has a sacrifice last time up to give Waterloo at the time a 1-0 lead. That one's going to be fouled. The third base side, 0-1. And Waterloo, no strangers to scoring runs. Oakfield, no stranger either to scoring runs here. Runners on first and second. Any bag here for the Oaks. Looks to be a bunt there. That one will scoot out of play for Annika Freund. Nevaeh Lawson due up next. Then the top of the order. Shep still in the circle. And here comes the wind and the pitch and a swinging strike 3. And that will put one out on your Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard as Freund strikes out. Nevaeh Lawson due up now. Then the top of the order for Davison. Lawson reached a little bit earlier today with a hit in the second inning. That's in there for a strike. Again, Oakfield would like to keep these runners at bay. First and second, a regional championship game here today. And here comes the wind and the pitch, and that one will be missed for a ball and a strike. Oakfield defensively, again, Fleury and Vielbig and Colleen. Left to right, across the outfield. The wind, Shep and the pitch. That is missed, and it's 2-1. Here they come in. Swinging strike for number 2, firing down to third base. And going to be in there for a steal. So now that advances Waterloo up to second and third. Again, Lawson. Take a look in there. Here's the wind and the pitch, and there's going to be strike 3. Couple of consecutive strikeouts for Shep. Davison will check in, the leadoff batter. And she went to the shortstop on a 6-3 put out her last time up, or 2 times ago, and then she flew it to center field. Last time up as well. And Coach Schaefer just gives a trot out to the circle. Just to kind of calm the girls down, know the situation, again with 2 outs here. Again, don't have to worry about any of the runners. Just get the batter and just go to first. Get out of the inning. And a couple of consecutive batters get on. With the McCarthys get on. Then a couple of strikeouts consecutively by Shep, and she'll try to work her way out of it. That one's low. And nobody coming home there. 1-0 is the count. Winner of this game goes to the sectionals. Of Oakfield sectional game. They get that far next week, Tuesday. Here's the wind and the pitch by Shep. That one is going to miss down low. Nope. 2-0. Comes the wind, the pitch, and a chopper to the shortstop. There's Sobel across to Hoffman. Got her. And they get out of it. Good 6-3 put out as they retire the leadoff batter. And after a couple of hits to get on, Waterloo will strand a couple. Back after this with the bottom half of inning number 4, Radio Plus Video Sports.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefit and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
All right, welcome back to Village Park in Oakfield. Again, Oakfield does get 4 runs in their half of inning number 3. Waterloo is up 2-0. Oakfield with 4 unanswered to get a 4-2 lead. Again, we are in the bottom of the 4th inning. Let's take a peek at another game going on. Waupun now leading 4-1 in their regional championship game over Plymouth, and that's also in the 4th inning as well. So up now is Hayden Killeen. And here comes the wind and the pitch from Shulman. That's the strike. 0-1. Yep, Oakfield lost Pacelli, the state final. Last couple of years, 4-3 and then 9-6. Here comes the pitch, and that one is up high. 1-1. Lost to Barneville, the sectional semifinal. Oakfield, no stranger, of course, to getting at state. Stevens Point, by the way, leads all programs and state titles with 9. Kimberly has 7 softball state championships. That one's going to miss high. It's 2-1. Marion, Oakfield, Poinnette, they've all won 6. Stevens Point leads the membership with there's a file 2-2. Again, Stevens Point leads all member schools with 18 trips to state. Oakfield, Ashwaubenon each have 16 overall trips to state. Here comes the windup. Shulman and the pitch, and there's going to be a swinging strike 2. And it's 2-2. Stepping back in now, Killeen. Meredith Steinke is on deck. And here's Killeen, and there's another foul off, and doing a great job at the plate. Some tough pitches to foul off. Doing a good job. Capital South Conference, where Waterloo comes from, the Pirates, 11-11 on the season. Finished second in the Capital South Conference, just 5 teams in that conference. Here's the pitch, and there's a swinging strike 3, and there's 1 away. We put out there. That'll bring up Meredith Steinke. Then the top of the order for Lainey Shep. And here comes the offering. That one is missed up high, 1-0. Again, Waupun leading now 5-1. Steinke awaits the next offering coming up here from Shulman. Shulman's pitch. will miss again. It's 2-0. Some baseball action today. Right behind us in a regional as well. Shulman's offering. Here it comes on the 2-0. And that's fouled off to the backstop. 2-1. Other girls' games going on today. Palmyra Eagle and Cambria Friesland. I know Fond du Lac won a playoff game for the first time, I want to say, in 6 or 7 years. And they play Hartford today. 2-2 the count now. Fond du Lac beat Oshkosh North 9-5 this past Tuesday afternoon. Campbell Sport Kewaskum, they hook up today. Winner gets the winner of Waupun and Plymouth, and that one's going to miss up high. In Division 3, New Holstein in action, taking on Valders. Lemira takes on Adams Friendship. Mayville and Laconia hook up. That's a good one. Again, from Rosendale. And that's going to be a slow roller to the third baseman across the diamond, and she beat it. Some speed by Steinke. That was a slow whirl. That was a tough play. Third baseman Novak came to it and just couldn't get her out in time. Webster at first base did a good job of stretching, just couldn't find it. And Steinke will get to first base on that, give her an infield single. So now the Waterloo coach, Deb Bratz, coming out to talk with the umpires right now and asking for the officials or the umpires to discuss that. And they say she beat it out. No overturn there. And we go back to action here as Lainey Shep will step in. Trying to get something going. 0 of 2. Popped out to the first baseman and struck out a little bit earlier today. And we'll pull it back here. 1-0. Count. Vielbig and Sabel will await on deck for Oakfield. Oakfield, that's 17-5 on the season. Swinging drive, and that will be a foul ball. 1-1. The count, one away. As Steinke reached on that, beat out the throw, hustled it down the line, and beat out the throw and got to first base. But in Oakfield, a team that averages about .385 on the season. Here's the wind of the pitch. We'll pull it back, firing, getting in a pickle here. Back to second baseman. Back to the first baseman. Got in a pickle, did Steinke, and she got tagged out. So there's one away here. She beat that single, got on, and then got thrown out. (2-1) the count. Still at the plate is Shep. Here comes the wind. And the pitch. Missing the zone. 3-1. Shulman. And back here. The pitcher circle. Here comes the wind and the pitch again. And that's going to be chopped to the shortstop. Fires across the diamond. And that's going to be there for a safe batter again. Oakfield is speedy. Maddie McCarthy took one too many little hops, and she beat her. 2 outs. And they are speedy when Shep beat out the throw. Ryan Vielbig, the batter now. Sabel will await on deck. Reached on a hit a little bit earlier today. And got out by the third baseman in her first at-bat. Pop fly there, and she's 1 of 2. And here comes the pitch. That's going to be fouled out of play. Ryan Vielbig, season, 25 singles, 23 singles, 56 at-bats, and batting .551 for the on-base percentage, .446, and there is an out to the second baseman. So good job by Maddie McCarthy at second base. Got the out, and we will move on to the fifth. Back after this, Radio Plus Video Sports.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Send your vertical tillage options with a new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010 available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown. Proven Excalibur VT blades cut tough residue, creating a superior seed bed. Gang angle options of 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. Mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive star wheel treaders, brake clods, and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seed bed. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 11 to 40 foot. Ask your dealer about the new Smart Soil Technology ISOBUS system for your new Accelerator XT.
Alrighty, 5-2 is your score. There is a single out to center field. In with an infield single is Allie Shawman. And she is aboard for the second time today. 2 out of 3. That brings up Emma Bauman, who had that big home run the last time that she stepped to the plate. Officially 1-1, a 1-for-1. She walked back in the first. Here comes Shep. Got to be careful with her. That's going to be in there for a strike. So again, Bauman will step back in. Strong gal. That one's going to miss down low. Shawman aboard, Bauman up. And there's a swinging drive out to left field. That's going to bounce in front of the left fielder for Oakfield, and Fleury there to bring it back into the shortstop. Sabel here, and 2 aboard now for Waterloo. Good piece of hitting. Again, by Bauman, puts it in play. Shawman at second, Bauman at first for Marissa Spoke. Reached on a single back in the first. Got lined out on a double play back in the third inning, 0-1. Lainey Shep connects. And here comes the wind and the pitch, and there's a pop-up to the center fielder. Underneath it for Oakfield is Vielbig. Nobody will tag. Would have been too shallow for that. And there's 1 away. So nobody moves there, and that will bring up Maya Novak. Reached on a single back in the first. Popped out to the shortstop back in the third inning. Alex McCarthy due up next. McCarthy's 2 out of 2. Again, 1, 2, or 3 now. Swinging drive to a foul territory. And this vantage point looked to be close to the line. Then when it got a little bit over this direction, just fell well foul. Again, we're in the 5th inning. It's a 4-2 ball game in favor of the Oaks, down 2-0, and they came back and they scored 4 in their half of inning number 3. Overturned call, interference at second, kept the rally going for the Oaks. And here comes Shep. Missing, 2-1 the count now. It's a good job behind there is Alexis Libano. Does a great job. Little hop to her step. Aggressive behind the plate. Aggression. These Oakfield ladies are aggressive on the base paths. Shep shot. And there's going to be a pop-up to the second baseman. Underneath it. Doesn't really have to move at all. It's Steinke. And it is the second out of the inning. Oakfield would love to keep these runners right here, wouldn't they? Alex McCarthy is due up next. So again, Spoke got out, pop up to center field. Novak with a pop up to second. McCarthy, who's reached 2 out of 2 today, she's due up now. Comes a wind by Shep in the pitch. Swinging strike 1. 0-1 the count. Oakfield trying to go back to the sectionals again, a place that they're all too familiar with. That one's going to go right to the center fielder, camping out underneath it. Vielbeek to make the third out of the inning, and Waterloo does get a couple of hits. They get a couple of runners on, but Oakfield shuts them down after those 2 initial hits by Shulman and Bauman. They go 1, 2, 3 after that. They leave a couple stranded. At the end, 4 1/2. Oakfield leading 4-2 back with the bottom half, inning number 5 when we come back right after this.
Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant offers a wide range of menu items, but is well known for their fabulous Friday fish fry salad bar, which is available both Fridays and Saturdays, along with Saturday prime rib. Another local favorite is the Sunday broasted chicken special, which comes with mashed potatoes or choice of potato, corn, and dinner roll for an affordable price. Katie also offers catering for just about any need or occasion. Katie will customize the menu to your needs. Check out Katie's Log Cabin daily specials Tuesday through Sunday, downtown Oakfield.
The second you climb onto a John Deere and sit in the yellow seat, you'll notice that the difference between our 1025R and the competition is more than paint deep. It feels like it was designed with a better understanding of real-world performance needs and features you'll appreciate over the long-term ownership. At Ballweg Implement, we went head-to-head with the competition to prove it.
Stop by Ballweg Implement in Ballweg Turf and Leisure today to see the difference for yourself. Just have to get in the seat. Highway 68 Waupun, North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, and online at ballweg.biz. Alrighty, we are back to action here in Oakfield at Village Park, where the Oaks lead 4-2. Bristol Morgan Bank is sponsoring our scoreboard here today. And for Oakfield, leading off this inning is Krista Sabel. Sabel, Hoffman, Libano. And Sabel has reached a couple of times today. She's also scored once as well. And there's a shot right back to the circle, and she's going to reach on the single. Hit it hard. Unfortunately, it was right back to Shulman in the circle. And Sabel is in with a single. Leading up, or coming in now is Georgia Hoffman. Got a 1-1 score on the baseball game behind me. That is Ozaki and Oakfield. That's a 7 versus a 10 matchup. In Division 4 baseball, again, the regionals are going on as well today for that. That is a regional quarterfinal between Oakfield and Ozaki. Oakfield is a 7. Ozaki is the 10, so they come here. The winner goes to Fall River, coming up on Tuesday of next week for a regional semifinal. There are some games going on today. Others are taking a break. I know Waupun boys have a bye today. They play next Tuesday. There's a bunt down the third base side. Firing is Novak across the diamond to get her, but that will Say it was fouled off? I think so. Yeah, they say it was fouled. Okay, 0-1. Fouled off there. Reset. All right, 0-1. If it was fair, it was a good job getting that sacrifice over. Again, Hoffman will swing for strike 2. Again, Sabel back at first. Hoffman popped up to the catcher. She also reached and scored back in the 3rd inning. Vielbig, Sabel, Hoffman, Steinke all scored for the Oaks. Swinging strike 3, and that will be the first out of the inning. So Hoffman a little aggressive on those low pitches. A couple of times there. Looked to be the same pitch. First out, Alexis Libino will come in. Libino, a pop fly to the third baseman. Also reached on a single earlier today. Libino is the catcher. Again, Sabel still at first base. Official will clean off the dish for a moment. Again, we're on the bottom of the 5th inning, and it's a 4-2 score. Nick Rush, Big Nate from Village Park in Oakfield. Strike number 2. Swinging strike by Libino. Thanks to all of our great Oakfield sponsors here today, getting us on the air. Appreciate you. Keep our website up to date as far as games that we're covering. 0-2 offering, here it comes, and that's just off the plate. 1-2. But yeah, next Tuesday is a busy day. We'll have softball. We'll have baseball as well. That's regional baseball, sectional semifinal softball. And swinging drive. That's going to be over the left fielder's head. And coming around is going to be Sabel. 2nd and 3rd. Sabel goes to third base. And Alexis Libino with a great double. And second extra base hit for the ladies to bring up Lydia Fleury. And Alexis Libino will take a seat on the bench for a pinch runner. And the pinch runner, again, is going to be Kylie Marco. There's a lot of those opportunities here for the ladies. Checking in now is Lydia Fleury, who reached as well on a single, and she popped up to the shortstop back in the 2nd. Oakfield wants to get a couple more insurance runs here in their half of the 5th, and they can do that with a swing of the bat. There is, again, just one away. Sabel did a great job getting on board. Libino with a double to get Sabel over to third. Here's the swing, and that's fouled off. 1-1. Beautiful night. There were some sprinkles popping on into the into the game on the field, but nonetheless, turns out to be a pretty good night, Nate, don't you say? All right, get the thumbs up from Nate over here. Here comes the offering. 1-1 the count, and there's a bunt down the third base side. They'll go to first base, but she does her job. Fleury does her job on the sack bunt to get her in. And Sabel will score, and that will put Libino at third base, and it's a 5-2 game. So Fleury, again, does a great job of that sack bunt. Small ball at its best. Oakfield so quick. They beat out a couple of throws to first base. There's a drive that's going to be over the shortstop's head. Brings in another run over the top of Davison's head. And Vielbig keeps the rally going. Keeps the runs pouring in. Libino will come in. And Vielbig with an RBI single to put it at 6-2. Hayden Killeen is the batter now. And there are 2 away. Here's the wind and the pitch. That one looked good. It is good for a strike. It's 0-1. Yeah, they play small ball. They play as good a small ball as anybody in this area. Does Oakfield. Anybody can bunt. They'll ground out to second baseman, turns around, and will take out Olivia Vielbig going by. Vielbig does her job with that RBI. Good job by Lydia Flory on that sacrifice bunt to get in Liebenow, and Oakfield puts up 2 more on your Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard. Oakfield ladies lead 6-2. Back right after this.
We call ourselves the Mighty Oaks.
We come from many communities. Oakfield,
Fond du Lac,
Waupun,
Lamira,
Mayville, Rosendale, Brandon.
and others.
Some of us come as kindergartners.
Others join us later.
But we become one united school community, a family.
A family. We are welcomed by caring, award-winning teachers.
And by our peers.
We are 550 strong.
We get to have small class sizes and personalized attention.
Where everybody knows each other and us. We love Oakley, our service dog.
If we are struggling with anything, our new Roots Health and Wellness program offers counselors on site.
We get to learn who we are,
what we like,
and what we're good at. We are the Mighty Oaks.
Come join us. Come join us.
Come join us.
Welcome back to Village Park in Oakfield. The ladies lead. Oakfield does 6-2 on your Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard. And leading off for Waterloo is Maddie McCarthy. Annika Freund, Nevaeh Lawson is set to bat this inning. It is 0-1. Again, if you're just joining us, Waterloo led the ball game. It was 2-0 at one point. And after that, Oakfield put up 4 in the third, 2 more lasting inning in the fifth with beating out throws at first base, sacrifice bunt, playing some small ball, scratching out every run they can, and just working. 0-2 the count. Here's the wind of the pitch, fouled off. And still up there is Lainey Shep. Coming into the matchup today, 77 1/3 innings for her. Giving up 71 hits coming into today, a 2.08 earned run average. 65 strikeouts coming into today. The opponent batting average, 227. And pretty good numbers for her. One, two. Swinging drive out to left field. Left fielder's got to get it in. Tracking it down is Fleury into the shortstop Sobel. And they get it to Colleen, or to, Steinke at second base, but it's a stand-up double by McCarthy. And McCarthy on board for the second time today. A single, now a double. She popped out to the first baseman. Back in the second inning, she's 1 of 3 today. Annika Freund, who struck out last time up, also has a sacrifice today, accounting for one of the runs. One of the 2 that the Pirates have. And there's a pop fly right to the second baseman. Steinke didn't have to move much, if at all. And there's 1 away. And McCarthy's got to stay put. Ball hit right in the infield. Not a pop up there. And that will bring up Nevaeh Lawson. Struck out, and Lawson had a double. First time she was up. Strike. 0-1. Final score on the baseball game, 3-1 in favor of Oakfield as they advance to the regional semifinal. They'll be at Fall River coming up next week, Tuesday night. That's a 5 o'clock opening pitch. The challenge on that next Tuesday, right, is it's Oakfield baseball, and then if softball wins, they'll play as well. Swinging drive to the right fielder, and all she could do is, Colleen, watch it bounce. That's going to bring in a run. That one got right to the line, almost to the line, and it's a 6-3 ball game. But Lawson having a pretty nice night so far, and we'll get an RBI single. We'll bring in a run. Coming in to score is McCarthy. Nice piece of hitting by McCarthy to get that stand-up double. And Callie Davison, who is the leadoff batter, steps in now. So just one away yet. Oakfield still doubling Waterloo. It's been a pretty good battle here today. It's a far cry from a 10-0 Oakfield win and a 21-0 Waterloo win on Tuesday, right? But you get a little bit deeper in the playoffs, a little bit deeper in the tournament, and you get closer games as we go along. We go along throughout the playoff matchups, right? And taking off to second base is number 12 in Lawson with that RBI. Moving up to second as it squirts past the catcher, Libano. And Libano is going to take a walk out to the mound here and settle her pitcher down just a touch on the 2-1 count. Oakfield Elevator, thanks to Bristol Morgan Bank, sponsoring our scoreboard here today. More great sponsors helping us out in the broadcast. Waupun Equipment Company, Ballweg Implement, School District of Oakfield, Oak Central, New Medical Center, Ergobank, Verhaeg Furniture Mart, thanks to Integrity Saw and Tool, Werner Harmson Furniture, and plenty more. And helping us out for the broadcast here this afternoon. Nate Young's on the big video stream. It's 10-1 in favor of Waupun. They are beating up on Plymouth. I talked to Josh Novice, Waupun head coach. I went to Waupun before I came here. Had to help Stephen Randy and Cam over there, the team out a little bit with some equipment and setting some things up for those guys. And talked a little bit with Coach Novice. Nice guy, great guy. 3-1 fouled off. And was excited for another game today. Of course, Waupun, the defending Division II state champions from a season ago. Ladies are. Here's the wind of the pitch. Lazy fly ball to center, tracking it down, and nobody goes anywhere. Good play by Vielbeg to run after it. We'll get to it. 2 away here on the F8 putout. And now you have the meat of the order in Shawman coming up. Got Shawman and Bauman. Shawman a single back in the 5th, a single in the 1st, and also flew out to the first baseman first time up. 2 of 3 today. Oakfield sticks. Sabel, a great job today. 3 of 3 for her. Libano was 2 of 3 runs scored. That one will bounce away from Libano. Ending up at third base is Lawson. So 1 run again in for Waterloo in their half of the 6th. They do have a runner at third base. Shawman back in now. And here comes the offering from Shep, and that's going to be low. And it's 3-0. We'll see if Shawman has a green light or a red light here, what they'll do with a 3-0 count. She was taken all the way. And it'll be 3-1. Hitters count here. We'll see if she gives the red light. Coach Deb Bratz gives her a red light or a green light, and she'll give a green light, and she'll go, and she'll foul it off to go full here at 3-2. The dangerous Emma Bauman, the catcher, who is 2 of 2 with a single and that monster home run to center earlier today. She's up next. She's due on deck. And swinging a drive, and that's going to get past Sabel at short, and another run's going to come in, and Waterloo will stay alive. And Lawson comes in to score. And Shellman does her job to get the RBI in. And it's a little bit tighter at 6-4. And now, again, Emma Bauman, who's 2 out of 2 today, will come up to the batter's box now. Had that monster home run. All that Oakfield could do was watch that one go. Vielby just turned around, and there it went. And Rob Schaefer is going to come out to talk with the Oakfield ladies. Again, Oakfield baseball won. It was 3-1 earlier, just moments ago. Wrapping up that game, it's 10-2 Waupun with the lead over Plymouth. In that game at Jerry Miedema Softball Complex as well. What do we got here? 6-2. Random Lake, right? What inning are they in, Nate? They won, okay. I did not see that. All right, thank you. Yep, they won. Again, 6-2. So winner of this game gets Random Lake. Let me update my my bracket here in Division 4. The trip to the mound is over. And that's going to put Emma Bauman at the dish. And there's a strike. Coach Schaefer just trying to calm the girls down, saying, be a little bit careful with this batter. Bauman's got, coming into the matchup, 6-7 home runs and hit another one today. 0-1 is the count. There, that one will miss. Comes Shep. Take a stroll around. Now she'll step back on, and here she comes again. That one will miss low, and that one will score away from Libano. Ending up at second base. Scoring position now is Shawman. And maybe it's not the worst thing in the world if you give up a walk here. Yeah, and that's what they do, intentional walk. All right. So they'll put her aboard. And I'm just going to take a look here. I think they're going to run a pinch batter out there. They will. 6-4 is the score. And a meeting over there on that far side with head coach Deb Bratz and the play is going to resume here. Correction, no pinch batter. Spoke is the batter. I saw a different number out there, but I want to recheck my book here. Spoke is up. She's on board with a couple of singles today, and she'll pop it up. This one's going to get to the stands, and it's 0-1. So the intentional walk after she missed a couple of pitches. Bauman, good call, yep, and bring her right to first base. And here comes the wind and the pitch. It gets away again from Libano, and that's going to put runners at second and third. So a swing of the bat by Spoke will put this game potentially tied. And we got Bauman second, Shawman at third. Spoke is the batter with a 1-1 count. Shep will wind, and the pitch driven out to left center field, and that's going to bring in a couple of runs. It gets by momentarily, and just like that, we got a 6-6 game, and Spoke delivers a stand-up double out to left center field. That brings in Shawman, that brings in Bauman, and Novak is due up. Novak, a single, a fly out to short, a fly out to second today. And here comes Novak, the third baseman. Strike. Teammates trying to encourage her on. 4 for Waterloo in this 6th inning. And we're tied at 6 apiece. They haven't updated the scoreboard as of yet. Here comes the wind and the pitch, and there's going to be a shot to the second baseman. And there's Steinke over to Hoffman, and the side is retired. But not before Waterloo will get a couple of runs after 4 hits. Again, 4 runs. Waterloo is tied this ball game. Back after this, Radio Plus Sports.
Chronic pain sufferers, listen up. If you're suffering from pain due to injury or illness, and the options you've tried have failed to alleviate your pain, or surgery has been recommended, you may be wondering if you've run out of options. If so, regenerative medicine may be your answer. At New Medical Center, we use a variety of alternative treatments designed to harness your own body's ability to heal. Rather than covering up your pain, regenerative medicine goes right to the source to resolve and repair the injury. Instead of using harmful drugs to mask your pain or having risky surgery that can cause additional injury and increase your chance of arthritis, regenerative medicine helps your body repair the damage that causes pain. Don't let pain compromise your favorite hobbies and activities, leaving you crippled and desperate for help. Thousands of people have found relief with regenerative medicine, and you can too. Call the experts at New Medical Center to get an appointment today. New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. That's 920-324-9899. Or check us out on the web at www.newmedicalctr.com.
Pretty tight one here in Oakfield. Village Park, home of the Oaks. Waterloo is tied up the ball game at 6 apiece in the 6th inning. Waterloo gets 4 hits. 5 hits. Get 4 across the plate. Pretty incredible comeback here against these Oaks. And taken off quickly down to first base is Steinke, who reaches. Lainey Shep due up now for the ladies. Oakfield wants to try to push one across here. Waterloo wants to get to their half of inning number 7 unharmed. Shep is in. The wind and the pitch. Almost taken off as Steinke almost gets over the head of Bauman behind the dish. 1-0. Yeah, pretty good one here. Is just joining us. Waterloo was up 2-0. Oakfield put 4 on their scoreboard in the 3rd. 2 more. They lay down a bunt foul. 2 more in the 5th, leading it 6-2. Then Waterloo dumps 4 in the 6th. Crowd a little shell-shocked here in Oakfield. The comeback by Waterloo in their half of the inning. Oakfield ended the season ranked number 5 in Division 4. Laying down a bunt, firing down the line, and got the sacrifice over, did Shep. A sack bunt. And that will put Meredith Steinke at second base now. Vielbig is the batter, tries to get her in. Krista Sabel is due up next. And there's a strike, and it's 0-1. 6-6 in the 6th. Second base is Steinke. Here comes the offering. Wind of the pitch. Swinging right to the third baseman. And a quick out, a loud out Vielbig, and there's 2 away. Sabel is due up, and she is hot. She's 3 out of 3 today. See if that hot streak can continue. And there's 2 outs. Steinke's going to be running on the contact. That's big with her speed. Sabel just wants to just get a hit, just get a hold of one, get it to the outfield. To bring in Steinke to get that go-ahead run across. 1-0. Hoffman due up next if they should get that far. 1-0 offering. Here it comes. And there's going to be a ball. 2-0. And Schaumann doing a great job battling through some difficult situations. Really had a rough third. Other than that, she's been pretty good. Swinging and a foul out of play. The difference in that third inning was the overturned call by the home plate umpire for interference, and the fact that Oakfield beat out a couple of throws across the diamond by the shortstop and third baseman, swinging and right back to the pitcher. And a 1-3 putout from Schaumann goes to Webster. And Oakfield does get a lead runner on, but then they go quietly 1-2-3. At the end of 6 complete, we're tied at 6. Back after this, Radio Plus Video Sports.
Oak Central, your hub for great eats in Oakfield, is an honored supporter of Oakfield Athletics and tonight's game, serving American classics and fish fry dinners like ale-battered shrimp, bluegill, and poor man's lobster. Oak Central, just like home, but with more friends, more food, and more fun. Follow Oak Central on Facebook for their menu and events. Oak Central, an honored supporter of Oakfield Athletics and tonight's game.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Village Park in Oakfield is the diamond here today. It's a 1-0 count on Alex McCarthy, followed by Maddie McCarthy and Annika Freund. Alex McCarthy reached a couple of times with a single, flew out to the center fielder last time. A big spot here. 1-1, Lainey Shep. Into the circle now. Here's the wind and the pitch, and there's a pop-up, and this is going to be in right field. That'll bring over Steinke to haul it in from that second base position, and McCarthy goes out on the putout. And we'll bring up Maddie McCarthy. Nothing more that Oakfield wants than a quiet 7th inning to get their cleanup batter, Georgia Hoffman, up. And then the hot bat of Alexis Liebenow and Lydia Fleury. Those are due up for the ladies of Oakfield coming up here in their half of the 7th. Could we play extras? Don't know. 1-0. Pitch quickly again. Now it's 2-0. Again, a beautiful day here. Had some sprinkles float through, but nonetheless a great day for some softball. Here's the wind, the pitch, and it's right back to Shep. And Shep there to nab it for the second out of the inning. Wow. McCarthy shot right back at her. Look out. What a comebacker there. Wake up. And we've got 2 outs with Annika Freund stepping in for the Pirates. Great job fielding her position right away. That's going to be in there for a strike. Again, Annika Freund, sacrifice back in the first, struck out in the 4th. popped out to the second baseman, Steinke, back in the 6th inning. That's low. It's 1-1. Again, Oakfield has Hoffman, Liebenau, Fleury all due up for the Oaks. Here comes Laney Shep's delivery. In there for a ball. 2-1. Trying to get back to the sectionals again. Are these Oakfield ladies? Been a powerhouse in softball for a long time. Nothing different this year. Ranked, again, number 5 in the state when the regular season rankings came to a close. 3-1 hitters count now. Let's see what they do. Nevaeh Lawson due up next, and she'll get there. And she'll take a walk, does Freund. So go ahead run, reaches on the walk. Lawson, a double, an RBI single, and a strikeout. So she's 2 out of 3. Lawson swinging a hot bat recently in the playoffs. Well, a lot of Waterloo has with a 21-0 win. And they're going to substitute here as Coach Rob Schaefer is going to come in. And they will go to the bench. And Laney Wilson, or I should say Laney Shep, is going to take a seat. And they will bring in, for the Oakfield ladies, a pitching change. And that will be Lainey Deer, who comes into the ball game today. A 3-2 mark. She's got a couple of saves, does Lainey Deer. 26 1/3 innings, so she's the second pitcher. Rotation for Oakfield, 22 hits on the season, 2.39 ERA. Issuing 11 walks, 32 strikeouts. So again, Lainey Deer will be warming up. We'll do this pitching change when we come back right after this.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Bestcraft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
All right, welcome back as Lainey Deer into the pitching circle now for the Oakfield ladies. Responsibility on the base paths is, a good strike by Oakfield, is Shep. But again, another Lainey in now, and that's Lainey Deer, and got a 1-1 count. And the batter is Nevaeh Lawson. And here comes the wind of the pitch, and the lefty will miss up high. 2-1. 2 outs. Plays at first or second for the Oaks, trying to get out of here without giving up a run. Trying to get their half of the 7th still tied, and an opportunity to win it. There's a strike. Got 2-2. Nevaeh Lawson can reached on a double, a single, and struck out today. And here comes Lainey Deer's offering, lefty, and swung on and missed for strike 3. And Oakfield does give up a walk, does not give up a hit at the end of 6 1/2. It is still tied at 6 apiece. On your Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard, back with Oakfield's 7th right after this.
Oakfield Elevator Company Incorporated is a proud sponsor of Oakfield Athletics and tonight's game. Success on the court or the field starts with the right team, with the right coaching. Oakfield Elevator's line of wholesale feeds, fertilizers, agrochemicals, and supplies is supported by their line of experts and friendly sales staff. Oakfield Elevator Company Incorporated, 280 North Main Street in Oakfield. a proud supporter of Oakfield Athletics.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
There we go. A final from Waupun as Waupun beats Plymouth 12-2 in Division II. And there is a grounder up along third, fouled off. The batter for Oakfield is Georgia Hoffman. She popped out to the catcher today, aboard with a single and struck out the last time up. 1 out of 3 is Hoffman. Big spot here. Need somebody on base if you're Oakfield. Tied at 6 apiece. Next run for Oakfield wins it. Popped up to the first baseman. And she'll haul it in. Webster hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So Alexis Libino will check in now into the batter's box. Lydia Fleury is on deck again for Oakfield. RBI double by Libino. Popped out. There's a swinging strike, and there's a 5-3 putout. Third baseman to the first baseman. And 2 up and 2 down quickly here for Oakfield. Lydia Fleury with an opportunity with 2 outs here. And Fleury reached, had a sacrifice, popped out to the shortstop. Here's the pitch. That one will be in there for a strike. Again, credit Waterloo for not going away. Waterloo was up 2-0. Oakfield came back and we're up 6-2. Waterloo put 4 on the scoreboard in the 6th to tie it at 6 apiece. And that's hard to do against this team. Oakfield, it's a mental thing more than anything else, too. You're up against a powerhouse like Oakfield to do that. There's a drive, and that's foul. Ooh. Just past third base bag along that far side. And Novak, the third baseman for Waterloo, was just praying that thing would stay foul. Did. 1-2. Again, still the pitcher is Allie Shawman. Shawman, the sophomore. Here she comes. That's driven out to left field, a base hit. And Oakfield does not go down quietly. Lydia Fleury is on base, and she's aboard with 2 outs. Olivia Viebig with her chance. Viebig with RBI single. She knocked in Libino. She also struck out today as well. But again, Lydia Fleury is standing at first base with the winning run for the Oakfield ladies. Opportunity here to hopefully win this thing. Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard is 6 apiece in the 7th inning. Meeting at the pitcher circle is over. Just trying to calm everybody down. Know the situation here. The runner doesn't matter if you are Waterloo, if you can get an out at first base. Just got to go to 1. Vielbig will step in. Rob Schaefer standing at third base, giving instruction to his hitter. Colleen, if they get that far, is up next. Here's the wind of the pitch, and there's a swinging chopper to the third baseman, and there's the third out of the inning. And they go 5-3 on that putout. Busy third base inning for Novak over there for Waterloo. Oakfield comes up empty in their half of the 7th, so we're playing extras. Back right after this, Radio Plus Video Sports.
There has never been a better time to shop Werner Harmson Furniture and Total Flooring, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmson is featuring a fashionable selection of furniture and flooring. That means remarkable savings on name brand furniture, top quality name brands at special competitive prices. You'll get the taste, quality, and personalized service that has separated the Werner Harmson name from the best. Find their showroom in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmson Furniture and Total Flooring. Taste, service, selection. It's worth the drive to beautiful downtown Waupun.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
All right, we are back at Village Park in Oakfield, and Lainey Deer is still on the mound or still in the circle, I should say, for the Oakfield ladies. Got a strike in there. Number 8, Callie Davison, who is the leadoff batter, and she's due up now. Again, we're on the top of the 8th inning. Swinging and a foul pitch. Foul to the backstop here. Oakfield started the season 2-0, lost to Kettle Moraine Lutheran in a wild one, 15-13. Then they won 2, 4, 6 in a row, fell to New Holstein on the road. Won 4 out of the next 5, I should say. And a pop-up to the right fielder. Lainey Shep is now playing right field for the Oakfield ladies. And a little fly out there, and Allie Schauman. Here's the pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Again, Dangerous, Schauman, and Bauman are due up. 2 and 3 in the order with 1 away. And Dangerous part of the lineup here for Waterloo due up. Here's the pitch. Missing, and it's 1-1. And there's a strike. One, 2. There's the chopper, and that's going to be past the first baseman. Officials are going to meet and discuss here. Want to say it was a foul ball. That's what the first base umpire came in for. Nope, they're going to call. They're going to go out. 2 out now. Just wanted to make sure. 2 away here. And they have Schauman. Intentional walk for Bauman. He'll put her on. Don't want to give any chances to Bauman. Intentional walk, and she'll take a trot down to first base. And checking in now, Marissa Spoke. And Spoke reached on a double. Last time up, the wind from Deer on the pitch. That one looks good from here. That one's missed for a ball. Again, outside off the dish there. Sun getting right in that angle that we look down at the field from. There's the pitch. That one's going to miss. It's 2-0. And Oakfield wants to get to their half of the 7th inning, or 8th inning, I should say now, with a chance and opportunity. Put some runners on. Here's the wind of the pitch. That one is foul to the backstop.
2-1. Due up for Oakfield next inning is going to be Colleen and Steinke, and then the top. Comes the wind by Deer and the pitch. One's a little bit high. 3-1. Novak is due up next. Here's the wind of the pitch. Swinging. Strike 2. 3-2. Full count now. And here comes Deer. Here's the wind, the pitch, and that's going to be a walk. Missed it, just barely. So Bauman, take a look at second base. Spoke is aboard at, let's see, first base. And the gals just want to chat here. Let everybody know the situation. Again, it's 6-all in the 8th inning. And there are 2 away. Can go to first, second, or third here with an out. Maya Novak will come in. Alex McCarthy if they get that far. But there are 2 away here. And here comes the wind and the pitch. That one's going to be a little bit low there. For Novak, Maya Novak, she is 1 out of 3. Popped out to the shortstop, the second baseman, and also reached on a single. There's going to be a flip to third base, and they got her at third. And head coach Deb Bratz over there is beside herself to the infield umpire, and she's saying just cannot get a call whatsoever. But they will end their half of the inning with a couple of runners stranded at the end of 7 1/2, still tied at 6 apiece on your on your Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard. Back after this.
Holman Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Holman Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Holman Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
All right, Nick with Big Nate at Village Park in Oakfield, where the Oakfield ladies are tied with the Waterloo Pirates 6 apiece on your Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard. All right, taking a peek here for Oakfield. We have Lainey Deer will foul it off to the backstop there, to the net, and it's a ball, or I should say a strike at a ball. Deer, the lefty, will look in. Here's the offering again. Still out there pitching is Schauman, who has done a great job. Again, she's still on the mound, pitching into the bottom of the 8th inning. Again, she had a little trouble there all the way back in the 3rd, but she battled through it. Here she comes again. And there's a called strike 3. Deer goes down looking in the 8th. And Steinke is up. Top of the lineup, or top of the order, that is, and Shep is due up next. Again, all Steinke wants to do is get on. Reached on a base on balls last time up. And up there hacking away, swinging. Strike 1. Steinke with a hit by a pitch and scored. Got a 6-3 put out. Throwing there and reached on a walk as well. 0-1 the count. Here comes the wind and the pitch and swinging strike 2. 0-2 quickly on Steinke. And seems like Schauman has found her groove and she's retired a bunch of Oaks in a row. Seven Oaks in a row. 7 out of the last 8, I should say, in a row, if you take out that Lydia Flory single. Stay alive. 1-2. Here comes Schauman. And the pitch, and there's a drive out to center, or right field, and that one's dropped by the right fielder. And firing in there, is she in? She is in with a sliding double. She was booking it the entire way, was Steinke, and that one fell. We'll give her a hit on that. Very difficult opportunity here for the right fielder looking directly into the sun is Freund over here in right, number 9, and now with a hit, Oakfield can potentially win it. Lenny Shep will step in. Sacrifice, single, fly out, and a strikeout today. Wants nothing more than to knock this one in for the Oaks. Here comes Shep. Shep awaiting the pitch. Here's the offering. Swung on and caught by the second baseman. Wow, good fielding play. Caught for the second out of the inning. Going to strike out by Deer. Second out there. Ryan Vielbig is due up now for the Oaks with 2 away here. And Oakfield having their chance. Runner at second. Steinke with that sliding double in at second as Freund tried to haul it in. Right field position. Very difficult looking into the sun. Just couldn't get it. And they break the huddle just to calm each other down a bit. And Vielbig popped out to the third baseman, popped out to the second baseman, to the third baseman. Reached today, she's due. Comes Vielbig. And missed high. 1-0. Sabel, if they need her, waiting on deck. Second batter. 2 batter in the order. Vielbig, the lefty, staring back in. Here comes the offering from the circle. Swung on and popped up. Foul out of play. Getting to the fan section over there in that left field line. 1-1 is the count. Again, Oakfield winning 10-0 over Livingward Lutheran. Waterloo winning 21-0 on Tuesday. Steinke from second. Here's the pitch. Missing. Ball, 2-1, the count. And Vielbig, due Sabel if they need her. On deck still. I don't have the official pitch count for Schauman, but it's got to be up there. And she's still dealing. Here's the pitch. Swung on and driven to the left fielder and caught. Good job by the left fielder, and that was Lawson over there in left to haul it in. And we're going to the 9th. Back after this, Radio Plus Video Sports.
Send your vertical tillage options with the new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010 available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown. Proven Excalibur VT blades cut tough residue, creating a superior seed bed. Gang angle options of 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. Mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive star wheel treaders break clouds and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seed bed. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 11 to 40 foot. Ask your dealer about the new Smart Soil Technology ISOBUS system for your new Accelerator XT.
Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant offers a wide range of menu items, but is well known for their fabulous Friday fish fry salad bar, which is available both Fridays and Saturdays, along with Saturday prime rib. Another local favorite is the Sunday broasted chicken special, which comes with mashed potatoes or choice of potato, corn, and dinner roll for an affordable price. Katie also offers catering for just about any need or occasion. Katie will customize the menu to your needs. Check out Katie's Log Cabin daily specials Tuesday through Sunday, downtown Oakfield.
Nick and Big Nate back with you. Village Park in Oakfield. We are in the top half of inning number 9. Nate, I might need to flip my book over here for more columns if needed, if we got to go to 10. Lady Deer still dealing for the Oakfield ladies. And the batter for Waterloo is Alex McCarthy. Maddie McCarthy is due up next. Annika Freund is then due up for Waterloo. Swing and a drive to left center, left field, and that is going to be in there for Alex McCarthy, who reaches on the single. Got a hold of that, did a nice piece of hitting. Got it out there to the left fielder, and she reaches in the top of the 9th inning. Here comes Maddie McCarthy. Reached on a single, reached on a double. Lined out to the pitcher and to the first baseman. 0-1. That'll be difficult at this spot. Again, your second base or your, especially out in right field, even right center field, if the center fielder comes over. Difficult with that sun right in its spot. There's a drive up the middle, and that's going to be 2 aboard now for the Waterloo Pirates. So again, McCarthy reaches, and now Alex McCarthy gets the second. And let's see, Maddie McCarthy gets the first. Annika Freund is up now. Nevaeh Lawson is due up. So 2 on, nobody out for Waterloo. Waterloo unranked coming into this matchup here. They'll pull it back. And Waterloo, a team, the Pirates, that finished the regular season at a 500 mark of 11-11. 1-0 is the count. Lady Deer to step back into the circle now. Runners lead first and second. They'll bunt one down, hustling to first and almost overthrew it, but they do get her back. Going home with it, and she's out at home plate. And here comes Deb Bratz. Is going to state her case with the umpire that's standing at shortstop. So they'll go 1-4, then 3-2. Score that there as they went home, as she got drilled at home plate. And she's beside herself, still stating her case to the umpire. And there's 2 away here, but a runner still at third base. Freund got out on the putout. They went home with it right away. And Waterloo with an opportunity. Again, runners at first and second with nobody out. Now there are 2 away, but a runner at third yet. And Lawson, Nevaeh Lawson is the batter. And it's 1-2. And if Oakfield can get out of this, that would be a major momentum grabber. Here's the pitch, and swung on into the second baseman. Scoops it up, fires across, and that is it for their half of inning number 9. Wow. First and second, nobody out, and Waterloo can't get one across. Back after this, Radio Plus Video Sports.
We call ourselves the Mighty Oaks.
We come from many communities. Oakfield,
Fond du Lac,
Waupun,
Lamira,
Mayville, Rosendale, Brandon,
and others.
Some of us come as kindergartners.
Others join us later.
But we become one united school community, a family.
A family. We are welcomed by caring, award-winning teachers.
And by our peers.
We are 550 strong.
We get to have small class sizes and personalized attention.
Where everybody knows each other and us. We love Oakley, our service dog.
If we are struggling with anything, our new Roots Health and Wellness program offers counselors on site.
We get to learn who we are,
what we like,
and what we're good at. We are the Mighty Oaks.
Come join us. Come join us.
Come join us.
All right, we are back at Village Park in Oakfield. We are on the bottom of the 9th inning, and it is a tight one here. And we've got 6 apiece. Oakfield's got an opportunity here. I want to say we want to win this thing right now. Sabel, Hoffman, Libano, up. And still throwing is Schaumann. Strike. Wow, throwing gas yet. Krista Sabel has reached a couple of times, grounded out to the pitcher. Last time up, she is officially 3 out of 4. Here's the wind of the pitch, and she'll foul it off. Wow, she's still throwing gas as a sophomore. Doing a great job is Allie Schaumann. Does play other infield positions as well. Maddie McCarthy does pitch. Maya Novak does pitch as well. Nevaeh Lawson does do some pitching too. It's 0-2. So they got to feel good about her not giving up any runs, and back in the 5th inning she did, but they're going to go with her and leave her in there. Shot on the way, and that one is missed. 1-2. Sabel wants to get on anyway. Just feel that it's going to be Oakfield's day at some way, shape, or form. Here's the wind and the pitch, and there is a pop-up. Out of play. And we'll do it over with a 1-2 count. And if you're just joining us here, Oakfield got a couple of runs. Or Waterloo, I should say, got a couple of runs. And there's going to be strike 3 called. And Sabel will go down looking. 1 away. Waterloo got a couple, 1 of the 2nd, 1 of the 3rd. Oakfield got 4 in the 3rd. It was a 4-2 Oakfield lead. Got 2 more in the 5th. 6-2. Waterloo got 4 in the 6th to tie it at 6 apiece. We've been hanging out there since then. Strike. Wow. And Hoffman has grounded out to first base. And struck out. She's due. Everybody's due for Oakfield. Swing and a pop-up. This is going to get in foul territory, and the 3rd baseman does a great job over there. Really playing strong is Novak over there at 3rd for Waterloo. Hauls it in for the 2nd out of the inning. So Alexis Libano is the batter.
And nobody wants to quit here, including Big Nate, hanging out. Here it comes. That's a swinging strike right to the infield, and Oakfield goes very, very quietly in their half of the 9th. We go to the 10th. Back right after this, Oakfield and Waterloo tied at 6 apiece.
The John Deere Gator XUV lets you cut, pack, drive, scout, weld, stack, feed, pull, load, tow, spray, and haul, all in a single day. With a redesigned, fully customizable cargo box and a towing capacity of up to 4,000 pounds. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit Ballweg Implement, Highway 68 West Waupun and Ballweg Turf and Leisure North Spring Street in Beaver Dam. Just have to get in the seat with Ballweg Implement.
Oak Central, your hub for great eats in Oakfield, is an honored supporter of Oakfield Athletics and tonight's game, serving American classics and fish fry dinners like ale-battered shrimp, bluegill, and poor man's lobster. Oak Central, just like home, but with more friends, more food, and more fun. Follow Oak Central on Facebook for their menu and events. Oak Central, an honored supporter of Oakfield Athletics and tonight's game.
All right, we are excited that you're along with us here today. Wow, 10th inning, top of the 10th. Laney Deer still out there for the Oaks. Great job by Laney Shep. Solid outing for her. And again, Deer came in to provide some relief, right? 6 apiece in the 10th. I don't think I've ever called a softball game these many innings before. And Deer in there for the first offering of the inning for a strike. That's Lawson, Nevaeh Lawson in there. And swinging drive. That one's going to get out there past the second baseman and scooped up and firing it back in is Laney Shep, and she's aboard with an infield with a single that is for Lawson. So for the second time in as many innings, Waterloo has the leadoff batter on. And that's going to bring up number 31 and Allie Schauman. Okay, 1-0 is the count here. Here's the wind and the pitch. There's going to be right to the first baseman and Hoffman. Beg your pardon, Callie Davison led off the inning. Not Lawson, it was Davidson. So they'll go with an out there for the first out of the inning, as Schauman will pop up. Davidson aboard with that single. She still stands at first. Now Bauman will get issued another intentional walk. And that is another intentional walk for her. Again, ever since that home run, Oakfield's been very, very skeptical in pitching to him, or her, I should say, and why not? Here's the wind of the pitch. It's going to be down for a ball. Runners at first and second. So they would rather have Bauman at first base and Davidson move up to second than pitch to her. And that hurts because that's going to send in a run. Gets past the center fielder, firing it all the way in. That's well late. And Waterloo, on the bat of Marissa Spoke, will take the lead at 7-6 on your Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard. So Davison will come all the way around from second to home to score.
Bauman stands at third base after she got intentionally walked, and that's the danger that you have. And there is a chopper to the shortstop. Sabel across the diamond. Hoffman will look the out into the glove and go and run her back. So Novak, 6-3 on the putout in the 10th. And Alex McCarthy with one out is the batter. Got Spoke at second base. Here's the wind of the pitch. It's going to be missed. Runners, again, second and third. Oakfield has some work to do in their half of the 10th inning. Here's the wind and the pitch. It's going to be a strike. 1-1. Again, McCarthy, the batter. McCarthy reached a couple of times today, had a single. A couple of singles. 3 singles, actually. There's a strike, and it's 1-2. Again, with 2 out, Oakfield wants to get out of this with just 1 run scored. Waterloo wants to get another hit here. McCarthy's got that on her mind. 1-2 offering here. It comes from Deere. Swung on and missed for strike 3. However, Spoke does the damage by knocking in Davison, and we've got a 7-6 Waterloo lead. Back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports.
Hello, fellow allergy sufferers. Well, here we are at the heart of ragweed, hay fever, and mold season. If you're like me, you dread this time of year. Itchy eyes, runny nose, sneezing, nasal sprays, antihistamines, and allergy pills. And in the end, none of it makes your allergies any better. That used to be me, but I took control of my allergies, and you can too. I went to New Medical Center in Waupun. They tested me to find out exactly what was causing my allergies and formulated a personalized serum for me to treat my specific allergies. Best thing is, they got me in right away. I didn't have to wait for months for an appointment. Now here I am, able to work my fields, cut the grass, rake leaves, and anything else I want to do outside without having to worry about a constant headache, runny nose, and feeling miserable. Call the folks at New Medical Center. They helped me, and I'm sure they can help you.
Call New Medical Center now at 324-9899 or visit them on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 324-9899. What are you waiting for?
Nick Rush, Big Nate is our video producer. And we are broadcasting this from the Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard. 7-6, Waterloo with the lead. In case you're just joining us and wondering how we got to this score of 7-6. Thought Oakfield was in command. Well, the Waterloo Pirates scored 1 in the second, 1 in the third, taking 2-0 lead. Oakfield, in their half of the third, put 4 across to lead it at 4-2. Then Oakfield added 2 more, and they led 6-2. Waterloo, they put 4 in their half of the 6th to tie it at 6 apiece. Waterloo cashed 1 in moments ago, and they lead 7-6. There's a drive up to the third base side, getting past Schaefer over there. Lydia Fleury is the batter now for the ladies, number 11. Sacrifice fly, a single, popped out to short. And also another single. Got to get somebody on here. And there's a miss for ball 1. 1-1 the count. And Oakfield, last opportunity, down to their final 3 outs. Just try to get somebody on. That one is going to get her to first base. Schaumann still on the mound. And Fleury standing at first. We'll see if they get aggressive here. Olivia Wiebig. Standing in. will drop a bunt down. They'll look to first base and throw it, and there is going to be an out at first base, but she does her job. Vilbig does her job, gets her over to second base on the sack. And stepping in now is Deere. Deere struck out looking her last time up. Here comes the wind and the pitch. That one's going to miss. Up and away, 1-0. Again, Flory represents at second base the tying run. If Deere can get on, would represent the winning run. She'll miss. It's 2-0. And a little trot out to the mound by their catcher and Bauman. Again, there is one away, but standing at second base is Oakfield's number 11, Lydia Fleury. Left-handed batter Deere stepping in with a 2-0 hitter's advantage count. Here comes the wind. And the pitch swung on and popped up out of play, getting to the stands. Look out over there. All right, it's 2-1. In a long softball game here today. Appreciate you joining us. Waterloo put a run across in their half of the 10th inning moments ago. Swung and popped up. This one is to the second baseman for the second out of the inning. Second baseman McCarthy there to haul it in on the putout. Deere pops out, and Oakfield is down to their final out and final out of the ball game. And Meredith Steinke comes in. Reached, walked, got hit by a pitch, and reached on another single as well today. Here's the wind and the pitch. Coming up there hacking, coming up there swinging. Liked it, fouled it off. Schaumann still firing on the mound for Waterloo. 0-1. Oakfield down again to their final out. Fleury is at second. She'll stand. And there is a miss. 1-1. Again, Lydia Fleury represents the tying run. If you can get a base hit here and knock her in to tie this thing up, you would live to see another inning. Waterloo does not want that to happen. There is going to be a strike down Main Street. 2-1. I'm sorry, 1-2. That's right, she fouled the first one off. 1-2. And they're down to their final strike. Oakfield ladies down to their final strike here. 1-2. Allie Schaumann, the wind, and the pitch. Here it is. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And Waterloo has upset Oakfield here this afternoon. A final score of 7-6. What a softball game. Wow. Again, let's recap this before we go for you. Waterloo put one in the second and in the third. Oakfield put 4 across in the third to make it 4-2. Oakfield put 2 more across in the fifth, making it 6-2. They were in the driver's seat until Waterloo put 4 across in the top of the 6th inning. It was 6-6 until the 10th, when they put in another run and Oakfield could not tie it, and Oakfield falls at home here today in their regional championship. Final score of 7-6. A couple of closing thoughts here. Wow. As you take a look right now at Waterloo to receive the regional championship trophy, they just did. Ooh, that stings on Oakfield's home field, too. Wow. A couple final thoughts here. You have Oakfield, just the mental piece for Waterloo against Oakfield was incredible today. You have, defending two-time runner-up coming into the matchup today, and Waterloo not intimidated by that. You have a great coach in Deb Bratz, who's in the Softball Hall of Fame, got inducted in there last year. And their back was against the wall. Waterloo's back was against the wall with some calls that didn't go their way. The interference call that extended the inning, that gave Oakfield more opportunities, gave them more runs eventually. There was an out at home that Coach Bratz argued with and did not win the overturned case. But yet they still preserved and they still carried on and they found a way here today to get a win. Again, Waterloo did. So just a gut check for the Pirates as they upset the Oaks again here today. A final score of 7-6. Oakfield will end their season in stunning fashion here on their home field with a 17-6 mark. And Waterloo 12-11. They move on, and Waterloo will take on. Nate, you said Random Lake won? Yeah, so they'll take on Random Lake coming up next week, Tuesday, in the sectional semifinal. So again, you see on the field right now the victorious Waterloo Pirates celebrating, taking pictures here on Oakfield's home field. A great season for Oakfield ladies, and it did not end like what they wanted to. A lot of these ladies, including Rob Schaefer, the head coach, not ending the way they wanted to in fashion that they wanted it to end. But nonetheless, a great season for the Oakfield ladies. But again, it ends here today. And anything can happen in the playoffs, one and done. And it was a hard-fought battle here today. I'd like to thank Big Nate, our video producer, Nick Rush, saying so long from Oakfield as the Oaks, they fall to the Pirates, a final score of 7-6 on your Bristol Morgan Bank scoreboard. Have yourself a great night.